Hi, on this video, we're going to prove a theorem that is in 1.9 in Folland chapter 1, section 3, measure. So let me state the theorem first. Okay. 1.9. Okay, so suppose we have X and mu measure space. And we let n to be equal to set of n in M such that they have zero measure. Okay, and then we define n bar to be equal to E union F, where E is in M and F is in F is a subset of n where n belongs to n. So let me write this as curly n. Okay, and we want to show that the claim is that n bar is a sigma algebra. Moreover, there exists a unique extension of mu. I call it mu bar on the measure space M bar. Okay, so there are a couple of things that we need to prove, and it's not very clear to state it here. It's not very clear that what are the to-do list for us. So let me rewrite the our goals. Okay. So first of all, the same M bar has to be a sigma algebra. And then for the second one, we need to show mu bar. So okay, so we're gonna define something. Define mu bar E union F is equal to mu E, where E union F is an element from M bar. So we need to show that the mu bar is well defined and show mu bar is a measure. Show mu bar is a complete measure. And then lastly, show mu bar is the unique extension of mu. Okay, let's do the first one, the first proof, which is we claim that M bar is a sigma algebra, and then you immediately recall what are the definition for sigma algebra, right? So it actually means it is sigma algebra on a certain universal set, right? So you need to think about what is our universal set, which is X here. So on X. Okay, let's check. So is X in M bar or not? It is, because let's see, X is equal to X union empty set, right? And X is clearly in M because M is a sigma algebra, and empty set is a subset of n in n for some n, right? Empty set is a subset of any subset. And in particular, it is a subset of n. So okay, and then the empty set is in M bar this is true since empty set is equal to empty set union empty set. So empty set is in M, and again, for the same reason. Okay, and let E union F to be in M bar. So what do we want to show? We want to show E union F complement is in M bar. Why is that true? This needs a little bit trick that you might not be aware of when you first time solve this problem. So, in order to show E union F is in M bar, we need to show that this can be written as union of two terms, one is in M and the other one is in N, right? So let's write this. Let's draw a picture. Okay, so you have E and you have F, and you're wondering about this region, right? And you also know that in the meanwhile, F is a subset of a null set N. Okay, so let's express the shaded area, in terms of one set is in M, the other set is a subset of the null set. So E union F complement is equivalent as saying E union N complement, which is this region. Okay, and then there's something we need to add on, which is this region, right? What is this region? Okay, this is equal to E union N set minus E union F. Okay, and let's see. Since E and N are in M, E union N complement is in M. And let's think about this one. Okay. Okay, actually, I made a little mistake. So here, it is true that it can be read as E union N set minus E union F, but for our purposes, we actually don't need to. It is also true to write in this way, and for our purpose, we prefer in this way because this you can see is a subset of N. Therefore, the E union F complement is in M bar. Okay, and then next, let E1, En be in M bar, and then we want to show that the countable union of EI, sorry, the countable infinite, is in M bar. We want to show this. And how do we show this? So let's just write down the definitions. Let's call it K. So okay, so we can. This implies. Yeah, let's use K. Ki. So this implies K is equal to E union F, right? And then because this is equal to E union F, E is in M and F is in F is a subset of any set inside of N. So union, let's write Ki is equal to EI union Fi. So we have union 1 to infinity. Ki is equal to union EI union Fi. I is equal to 1 to infinity. So this is equal to union 1 to infinity of EI union 1 to infinity of Fi. Okay. So what does this mean? Well, because EIs are in M, so it follows that the countable union of EI is also in M. So this one is in M. And for this, okay, since Fi is a subset of Ni, since Fi is a subset of Ni, so the union must be in the union of I is equal 1 to infinity of Ni, right? Okay, so we have this. And I want to show this is a subset of I want to show this is a subset of any null set. So here we have a little claim that N is closed under countable unions, which means that if we have an I where I is in N, then that implies a union I is equal to infinity of I is in sorry, this shouldn't be, it should be N. So how do we show that? Well, it is straightforward, right? In order to show this is inside of N, all we need to show is we need to show the measure is 0. Okay, so of course the union of Ni is in M because each Ni is in M, is a null set of M. So this is equal to, this is smaller or equal to, so we know this is larger. We know this for sure by definition of measure. And we know that it's equal to 1 to infinity of Ni. And this is equal to 0, right? So therefore we do have this belongs to N. Therefore this belongs to N. Therefore, by the definition of M bar, we know this is in M bar. Okay, and then we're done. And then now let's focus on discuss a little bit more on the extension of the measure mu. So first of all, define the measure mu bar to be this way. So mu bar is a measure from M bar to positive 0 to infinity. And this is 2. And what do we have? So we have that mu bar E union F is equal to mu of B, right? And once we have this, what do we have? Right, first of all, show mu bar is well defined, right? Okay, we want to show that mu bar is well defined. What do we do? Because why do we want to do that? So whenever we write something that in terms of union, that means that set can be represented as can be represented in different combinations of the union of sets. So this could be, for example, if for example, so a set could be written in E1 union F1 or E2 union F2, and because because they are the same sets, of course, mu bar E1 union F1 is equal to mu bar E2 union F2. Okay, and then we have here is we have right, but it is and we know this is equal to mu. This is equal to mu. This is equal to mu E1. This is equal to mu E2. But the problem is that are they the same? So we need to show that, right? Okay, so we need to show that mu E1 is equal to mu E2. How do we show that? Okay, we're gonna need some inequalities. We know that mu E1 is smaller or equal than mu E1 union F by the monotonsity of measure. And this is smaller or equal than mu E1 union N1. right, and then sorry, let me think about this. So let's go back to the proof. I think I made a mistake here. My mistake here is so we want to show that the mu bar is well defined, right? In order to show that mu bar is well defined, we need to show that no matter what expression we have for the input of mu bar, we always get the same output, which is we want to show. We want to answer this question. And my mistake is here I actually used. So this is incorrect. This because we used the definition of mu bar. So so it's like we're trying to prove if this is good or bad. But in the process of proving this, we use the tool we just created. So that's not valid. So it's kind of like we prove, but we use the tool that is needed to be proved. So instead, let's try to show. So notice that E1 is a subset of E1 union F1, and which is equal to E1 union F2. This is our assumption. So that means this is the same set with two different representations. So we have this, okay, and this is 2. Okay, so we have E of U1 is not using F2 union F2. And because this is a subset of E2 union N2, so this is going to be smaller than, or you can just write directly that it is equal to mu into union N2, right? Okay, so once we have this, what is this? Notice that mu of E2 union N2 is larger or equal than mu of E2, right? And smaller or equal than mu of E2 plus mu of E2, which is equal to mu of E2. Therefore, because we have this, everything in the middle is going to be equality. Therefore, we know that this is just equal to mu of E2. So I'm gonna write down here. Okay, so mu of E1 is smaller or equal than mu of E2. Okay, what else we need to show? So we want to obtain the equality, but so far we have an inequality. Let's do the reverse thing. So notice that E1 is a subset of E1 union. E2 is a union. Is a subset of E2 union F2, which is equal to E1 union F1, which is a subset of E1 union N1. Okay, so we have E2 is going to be smaller than the measure of E1. Right, so together we obtain mu of E1 is equal to mu of E2. Hence is well defined. Okay, so if you recall, the next thing we need to show is we need to show the mu bar is a measure. Okay, so we got the definition of measure. So we need to show that the mu bar of empty set is equal to 0. So this is true since mu bar of empty set is equal to mu bar of empty set union empty set. And by definition, this is equal to mu of empty set, which is equal to 0. And another thing is mu bar of x. Sorry. So another thing is that K1, K2 in M bar, right? And where Ki is equal to Bi union Fi. So we mu bar union should be equal to mu bar Ki. Okay, is true since mu bar union of infinity of Ki is equal to mu bar of union Pi union the union Phi. Okay, so what do we have here? This is equal to mu bar of union Pi, the definition of mu bar. Sorry, mu. Okay, and because these are disjoint and the mu is a measure, so this is equal to mu of Bi. Okay, and once we have this, once we have this, this is equal to 1 to infinity the measure of Ei union Fi. Mu bar. Okay, and this is equal to 1 infinity mu bar of Ki. And we have this equality and then we're done. Okay, so mu bar is a measure. Let's see. Another thing is mu bar is complete. So if you wonder what is the definition for complete, that means the domain of this measure includes every subset of the null set of the sigma algebra M. So, suppose suppose we sorry, I think I misspoke. Complete means the domain of mu includes every subset of notice that this measure corresponding to the measure space M bar. So domain of mu bar includes every subset, includes every subset of include every subset of no set of M bar. Okay, so how to prove this? Suppose notice that every element in M bar can be written in the form E union F, where E union M and F is a subset of no set. F is a subset of N, where N is a no set of F. Okay, so suppose E union F is in M bar, and then we suppose this is a no set of M bar. So mu bar E union F is equal to is equal to 0. And then show for every subset, let's call it subset B of E union F, B is in M bar and mu of B is equal to 0. So that is exactly equivalent with show that mu bar is complete. Okay, I think about this. Okay, so we want to show this, right? Because we want to show that any subset of null set is included in the domain of mu bar, which is M bar. So we want to show if we have a null set, then any subset of this null set belongs to M bar. And of course, we want to show, sorry, mu bar of B is equal to 0. Okay, let's see how to show this. Okay, so B is in E union F is inside of E union N, right? And mu of E union N is equal to mu of E. Okay, so that is our goal, and now observe that. So E union F is a subset of E union N, and let's think about the measure of E union N, right? So the measure of E union N is okay, because we know that mu bar E union F is equal to 0, right? And then we also know that this is equal to mu bar to mu of E. So we know that mu of E is equal to 0. And if you look at mu of E union N, right? So this is equal to, this is larger equal than 0, and this is smaller equal than mu of E plus mu of N is equal to mu of E, and which is equal to 0. Therefore, what do we have? So we have mu of E union N is equal to 0. So E union N is a null set of M. So E is a subset of null set of M. Okay. Okay. So what we have here is that, so notice B is equal to B union, sorry, let me write this way. So B is equal to empty set union B, right? B is equal to the empty set union B. So if particular empty set is in M and B, B is a subset of no set of M. So subset of no set of M, let's call it N, and this is this. Therefore, B is in M bar, right? And mu of B, see, mu of B is smaller equal than mu of E union N, right? And then we know that this is equal to 0. Mu of B is equal to 0. Oh, sorry about that. So we want to show mu bar B. We want to claim mu bar B is equal to 0. This is true since mu bar B is smaller or equal than mu bar B union N. Oh, actually, this could be even simpler. So mu bar B is equal to mu bar empty set union B, which is equal to mu of empty set, which is equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, we are done with our proof that mu bar is a complete measure. And last, we want to show that mu bar is a unique extension of mu of M bar, right? So how do we show that? So suppose there is another extension called mu, an extension of mu. So mu of E is equal to mu of E, which is equal to mu bar and we argue that mu mu E bar mu E union F is equal to mu E union F. For we know that mu is equal to mu on M already because both of them are the extension of measuring mu. So all we care is we want to show they are equal on M bar that is on M bar Z minus M. Okay. How to show this? So mu E is equal to mu E, which is smaller or equal than mu E union F. Okay, so I think I made a mistake on the way explaining it. So let me try. Give me an opportunity and I'll try again. So this is our goal, right? Okay, so mu of E is equal to mu of E because mu is an extension of mu, right? Okay, so this is smaller than mu here have, and this is smaller or equal than this is smaller or equal than mu mu E union n because F is a subset of n, and this is equal to mu E union n by the definition, and also by the observation that E union n belongs to m. Okay, and this is equal to mu. Sorry, I forgot adding a bar. I mean mu bar. So this is equal to mu bar E union n, because mu bar is an extension of mu, and this is equal to mu of E by definition of mu bar. So since the head and tail are equal, everything in the middle gonna be equal. So those are all equal. So in particular, we have mu is equal to mu of E, and therefore we finish the uniqueness argument for the measure mu bar. And